workhorse. So workhorse, man. I don't know. Let's see what happens with that one. What you think about it?
I don't know. I mean, usually when you're going into earnings, you're always climbing, and it's been selling.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. I mean, if it has any kind of anything good, it could pop pretty good off of it.
Think so too.
It's a decent one for options. It doesn't give you a heart attack so much. It doesn't fluctuate real bad. So if you don't like it, you can get out of it pretty easy. You know what I mean? I think I played workhorse options twice, and I think I made 20% on them. 2-day holds, maybe 3-day. But that's when I was swinging it. You know what I mean? But I missed some big runs on it too. That one I didn't see it running, and man, that after I sold it just kept going. But it's got a following.
Yeah, everybody likes to play it. Seems like it does. It has its runs. It has its pops. It's got potential to watch it this week for sure, though.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. If you can make a little on it.
And that's why it's on the screen. So.
Hey guys.
Hey buddy, how's it going?
Well, fine, thank you. You have a great weekend?
Yeah, not too bad. How about you?
Well, weekend was good, but I invested a lot of time looking at so many charts, at least at 100, I guess.
Dang.
Yeah, Axel, I've got space I pulled up on Trendspider. It's not good. I don't know why I bought it. It's got more to fall, I think.
Yeah, me too.
That was a bad buy. That's like, why did I buy that right there?
Did you?
I think I was just looking at the. I think I was just looking at the horse. Yeah, that wasn't a good buy.
16 or 1550 could go down there.
Yeah. I bought them. They're October calls. They're farther out, but yeah, you can definitely go down more.
Yeah, 17 to 15 range probably.
Yeah.
Maybe even 16. 16 maybe a good area.
I want to see at least some bottoming, at least on an hourly chart, some bounce, a high or low.
Yeah. It's a week, so those guys will forget about the offering. I mean, they have a very short mind when it comes to those cult stocks. But
yeah, but the offering was at 1950 or for 1950. That's not too bad, price-wise.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just I could have waited. I don't know why I bought that there.
Well, I guess
I'll blame it on the hospital. I bought it when I was at the hospital, so I'll blame that.
But I think October calls you will be good, but you can get a better entry.
Silver.
Which one did you buy? 25 calls for October or 30?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, we will see 25, I guess, before October.
Yeah, and that's what I don't plan on holding it to 25, but yeah, I was just thinking of the, just the swing basically.
Yeah, space is pretty much known for offerings quite often. It seems like it.
Yeah,
right?
because you have no earnings, so pretty much.
Yeah, they're not making any money, and not to mention Virgin Atlantic is going bankrupt.
The airlines I seen did.
Yeah, and Delta Airlines, I guess that's what kind of helped them. They got protection from it because they own 49% of Virgin Atlantic. But yeah, pretty nutty. Yeah, space is always given a good ample opportunity though. But I definitely kind of see the slow range right around here. 15s, maybe
Yeah.
maybe even 16 be an ad area or start to be an ad area. You start seeing that common shelf, which we had 172 million shares traded right here at 16, 17. So I think that may be an ad area right there,
Yeah, I agree.
playing around in this range, right? This price range right here.
May dip lower if it gets a washout, but this could be the area
Yeah.
to add. I guess.
I agree.
Facebook might give us a little bit again for a little dip on that, maybe. Forgot.
Yeah, Facebook. I mean, it's pretty incredible the Thursday and the Friday that we got out of this. To see this kind of run up like I mean, this is nuts.
Yeah,
We definitely closed below this trend up here, but I don't know. We'll see if we actually hold this area. We may hold this area right here and trade between the 265 and the 270 range. Who knows? I mean, that's just nuts to be up that high. I mean, to hit almost 280 on Friday.
I think we will see 300 before end of year.
Oh yeah, I'm without a doubt. Especially if this whole TikTok thing goes bananas, and you got to realize Facebook owns Instagram, and apparently they're coming out with Instagram Reels or something to compete against TikTok. So, I mean, throw that out there too. That'll add nothing but more to Facebook.
Mike, you look at McDonald's at all? They had a pretty nice breakout on Friday.
I've never played McDonald's. Never have. And it does got a nice breakout there.
They don't move like a rocket ship, but they pay pretty well.
Do they?
Yeah. I mean, you get a couple bucks out of them, especially on a day like Friday.
Yeah, you definitely got a pop right here.
yeah, that's a nice breakout.
It is. It is really nice.
Yeah, you should also look at UPS after this big breakout on Friday.
Something happened with UPS on Friday? I didn't see that.
Yeah, UPS was big.
I may have to watch this.
Yeah.
So options pay pretty well on McDonald's.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Like,
I mean, it's not Amazon like, but there's plenty of volume there. I mean, it usually it's a slow one. It'll like slow grind all day. You know, if it's in a bullish state for the day, it'll just keep climbing and slowly climbing. And I mean, you could get a couple of bucks out of the options if you sit on them all day.
I'll try it out. I'll see what it looks like tomorrow.
Where it's at right now, I think it's got room.
It's got room all the way up here to like 211s.
I was gonna say then the next stop for it might be around like 209.
Yeah.
Yeah, 209 like 19.
Yeah, there was some really nice closes. UPS was crazy, but Target also very impressive, and its Target's high is 131.93 and it closed at 131.85. So that could break a high and run again tomorrow too.
Yeah.
I thought for sure Target would sell off a little bit, but it just kept running really nice.
UPS is nuts. Look at that.
Yeah, and look at FedEx. FedEx went with UPS.
Sympathy play.
Really same chart.
That's nuts. I've got it up here.
Still got boner candles.
Yeah, I've got to watch UPS a little more.
I played calls on Friday on UPS and then played puts, but one put played nice, the other one I had to dump.
Yeah, FedEx got a very similar chart too. That's nuts. All-time highs.
Yep.
It's an identical chart to UPS.
Well, FedEx has been higher than that. It's been over like, I want to say like 260 or 240 or something like that a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's a pretty nutty chart, guys.
Yeah, isn't it usually Christmas is their push time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's been Christmas since coronavirus came around.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
much.
Everybody's shopping from home. It's keeping Amazon busy.
Yep. People kicking packages everywhere.
I'm about to, man. I went to Walmart Saturday morning. I get up early in the morning and do shit like that, and stupid Walmart was packed. I had to wait 20 minutes in line just to get in the damn store. I was thinking to myself, I should be ordering this shit.
Yeah, we don't go shopping anymore. It's literally all online anymore. It seems like hell, I can order my own steak online.
Yeah, it's just an inconvenience.
Yeah, pretty nutty. Yeah, FedEx, UPS. I'll definitely throw those up on watch. I got them up here on the other chart section. So, also, guys, with Kodak, I wonder what's going to cause with Kodak here tomorrow. With the whole thing of canceling or putting the loan on hold.
Should be some.
Any of you guys still holding puts on it?
No, I think I sold mine Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, I think everybody pretty much got out of puts on it. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But it doesn't look too bright.
No, that should be a good one.
Look
Just-
up NLOK, Norton LifeLock. That broke out on Friday.
What's the ticker symbol?
NLOK.
Yeah. Pretty good push, 22.53 to 23.36.
Long way.
How do options trade on that thing?
What's that?
How do options trade on it?
I don't know. I just found it today. And then there was that other one, CARR. It's got a really nice chart. It's kind of light on options, though. I didn't check that Norton LifeLock yet, though.
They're definitely light on volume here. You're going to deal with about a 20-cent spread. The $22 in the money calls are $1.50. Bids $1.40. Ask is $1.59. Implied volatility is really low, so it's just low volume. 25.
I was going to ask you, Mike, on your options chart, that's Robinhood that you're looking at, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was that other chart that you had for options?
It's my E-Trade. I can pull up Robinhood. I can't pull up a chart to the option, but let's just say I want to go over here to my options chain. You got a strike price in mind of something?
Well, no, I was just asking because TD, I don't know. I was looking for something a little bit better than something to look at on the weekends, I guess is what I was kind of looking at, or like after hours.
Yeah, let me give you an example of a 2000 Facebook call here as an example. So this is what I get right here on this particular call. I can pull up obviously any call I want, but I go to today's chart, and this is how I see the option move today. I move between this channel. I can obviously look back 10 days and see where.
Oh, that is cool. Yeah.
And just see what the price right here shows the low and the high of the option price. The low has been $239 and the high was $233. And these are for Tesla August 21, 2000 calls. And this is the current bid and ask right here.
Okay, that is pretty cool. And that's on your E-Trade.
Mm-hmm. And the amount of volume right here. And I can look at this chart on today's action, which, opens up here. What is it? Right here, August 7th. Right here. So it opened up at $4. And those options came all the way down here to that low of that $239. So all-time chart, obviously I can pull up year to date on these if I want to. It shows it like this. I mean, obviously when it was up here and whatever, just throw 1 month up there. That was, it was
Well, that's where Craig's held to, is that big top there.
probably, that was on the last day. No, that was July 13th. Shit, those options hit that high on July 13th. Damn. So
Wow.
those same options we're playing right now around the 250 range hit $233 on July 13th. That was into earnings. Because earnings on Tesla, what was it, July 22nd or something like that? That was into earnings. That was the highest move that they made.
Nice.
So July 13th, you want to go back to Tesla here. On July 13th. Yeah, see? It was this day right here. That was when it hit its all-time high. Right there. July 13th. This is when Tesla hit almost $1,800. So that's why
Nice.
that particular option hit that price. I mean, look at that. It was a low of what, $75? 233. By that time, it was still way too high. The premium was crazy high. Obviously, had you got the low down here, you would have gotten pretty cheap from the opening price. Looks like $15 maybe, about the cheapest you could have gotten it back in July 6th when it first came out.
Okay, gotcha.
So if you would have
that's cool.
added those options literally when they first premiumed July 7th, July 6th, we had a low of $2.80. Roughly $15 would have been more realistic, probably what you would have got them for. I mean, look at that. 15, there's 30, there's 45, there's 50s. That's what I love about options on Tesla. So we'll see if we get one more big pop out of there. If Tesla's going to break up, then surely we're going to get another pop and get these things up to, I'm kind of hoping up to maybe $9, $10-ish in the 250 ad that we got. Because we got definitely around the low, definitely the very lows. If Tesla gives us a nice pop. Which, looking at this chart here, so far we're holding that trend. I was hoping it to hold the top yellow line, which we hit the lower one actually. So that's where we're going to be basing at, building candles through here till we break out of this wedge. But also something to keep in mind too is we got a triple bottom. Yeah. So we'll see tomorrow. If you guys have looked at here on the daily chart, what happened on August 3rd? Well, this was August 3rd. We had a green candle. We opened up down here. We pushed up here. This was last Monday. Every Monday, July 27th. This is July 27th. Strong push. July 20th was another Monday. Strongest candles on Tesla are always on a Monday. Seems like it. July 13th was a Monday. Gapped way up here. Gapped all the way up here. And then saw a high and then obviously fell down. But strongest day was definitely on Monday. I'm going to lock that. So saying that every Monday, even if I want to go down here, this was a Friday, obviously, before the Monday. So I had a strong push on that day too. July 6th. Was July 6th the Monday? Yep. July 6th was a Monday as well. So these past Mondays are definitely the strongest, more or less the strongest days of the week for Tesla. So tomorrow, if we can push up a nice strong one, maybe we can get a candle to push us to 1520s. Maybe if it actually breaks out of that, then we're game on. But
interesting. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I had a buddy at the bar thank me. He's been playing HP. If you pull up that chart, he's only been flipping for $1. but he's been buying, you know, I don't know what it was, 17 something and selling at 18 something. But if you look at that chart, I pulled it up when I came home and I was like, holy shit, yeah, you could do that. You know, he was just
17-20 here, low 17s every time it's 17.
yeah, he just, you know, he's playing around trying to, you know, do that stuff, but he's like, I just love the pattern on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's nothing wrong with that. I said, if you're making money, you're making money.
He's playing that tiny little channel right there is what he's doing.
Yeah, yeah.
You can do that. You can do that.
You know, well, he feels safe. You know, like it's, you know, like it's not going to fall or anything like that. He's new, very new, but I told him, I said, that's what it's about, is identifying that kind of stuff. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one way to do it if you want to play something to that degree, I guess, in a tight channel. I mean, hell, we saw AMD do it many times.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sideways and in that tight little channel until it. I'm gonna get rid of all this clutter anymore. Yeah, I mean, it traded in this sideways channel right here forever, from 49 to 57. You know, constantly until it finally just broke out. You know, seeing these crazy highs that it is now. INTC, I think, is doing something similar right now. It's in a sideways. I gotta get rid of all this stuff.
Want to see 45 on IMTC.
Yeah. So far, it may start trading sideways in the channel now. I mean, I don't know, but it's one to keep an eye on too, to kind of see if it starts forming out a pattern that wants to just kind of do whatever before seeing another leg up or another leg down. But yeah, last many days, kind of sideways here. No real strength, no real weakness. You guys saw the news on Sears and JCPenney? Amazon looking to turn Sears and JCPenney stores into fulfillment centers.
Yeah, I forgot. JCPenney's got a goofy ticker.
Yeah, JCPNQ. It's got that Q at the end of it. They're all OTC now. Sears and JCPenney are both OTC, so they're not going to trade till 9:30. There's no options on them, but obviously they're super cheap as a stock. But yeah, JCPenney right here. The Q's at the end stands for that bankruptcy is what it is. But they're trading right here and definitely in a cheapish area. I know.
Didn't Sears trading for 1.5 years as bankrupt stock?
Which one?
Sears.
Yeah, Sears. Yeah, about 1.5 years. It's
long time.
SHLDQ is its ticker symbol.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And it's at 14 cents. It's literally near low a day. Low a day, I think, is our year low is like 12 cents. It's at 14 right now. I don't know what these share structures are like on them right now. I'm going to check real quick. SHLDQ. Oh, okay. That's pretty small on Sears, 109 million. OS at 14.
That's not bad at all.
That's not terrible. JCPenney, what is it at? 332 million, a little bit more. But yeah, Sears made some good pops in the past. I mean, here's 40 cents. It was around that 17-cent mark right here in January of this year and had a pop all the way to 40 cents. So I know it can move. This was its biggest pop, obviously, in February of last year, where it was from 14-cent range and shot all the way up here to $2.50, over $2.50.
Wasn't that takeover rumor or something like that?
Yeah, kind of
something was supposed to happen or something. Yeah.
So anyway, we're back at this 14-cent range. To me, it wouldn't be. I mean, I have no problem adding right here at 14 cents. If it looks like it's you know, it's going to actually get some momentum, some news, some talk. Like right now, it's starting to get a little bit of buzz on Twitter, and actually Amazon does come through and slaps their name to, you know, opening up these stores. If you guys haven't drove through some of the malls lately, I mean, it's pretty nuts to see how many of these stores are closing shop.
Ghost towns, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, stuff that my wife used to shop off, like New York Express. I mean, that's not a common shopping, I guess, a shopping store, but it was kind of a high-end clothes store, and they're shutting shop over here in my town as well. And things like Pier 1, was it Pier 1? Is that another clothes store? It seems kind of funny how some of these clothing mall stores are shutting shop. But anyway, Sears has had a lot of open, you know, they had a ton of square footage for their places, and there's still a lot of them are shut down. Like they're not even opened or anything. And it's a lot of square footage just sitting there going to waste. And I know Sears, didn't Sears like sign a really lengthy lease agreement or something with all their places or something? And that's why they have to still pay the rent on them.
Yeah, I thought somebody came in to save Sears, is what I thought. Because it got sold and whoever bought it, that's, I think, kind of what happened. Like you said, the low money they'll accept for now and whatever else. I can't think of who got them. Yeah, I can't remember now.
Yeah. Well, a buddy of mine, apparently he knew the manager of one of the Sears that was shutting down, and they're in Louisville, Kentucky. And he knew the manager, and apparently they were liquidating all the extra inventory and everything, just almost giving it away. But he got like, I don't know, thousands of dollars worth of tools and stuff from this manager guy.
Oh, nice.
Giving
Crazy.
them all kinds of shit. I was like, man, I mean, a whole brand new toolbox, you know, tools filled up to the gilt with it. I mean, it's pretty nice.
Wow.
All that Craftsman, you know, the Craftsman brand, which is kind of funny. Didn't Lowe's start picking up Craftsman? I think Lowe's has picked up Craftsman because I thought, you know, Craftsman was the name brand tool for Sears, and then you know, lifetime guarantee kind of thing. So I think
Craftsman picked up Lowe's and did a big rollout with Lowe's and introduced their products and pushed the other red brand. Milwaukee is now only at Home Depot. Craftsman is buying all of the space at Lowe's.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a Lowe's by me, but I know that they do good too.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, apparently Sears tool brand lives on, even though Sears is dead, I guess. Because I think, doesn't Home Depot kind of have its own tool brand? Like Lowe's had its own tool brand of Cobalt, and then Home Depot had its own tool brand of, I think, Hustler or something like that.
Husky.
So
Yeah, Husky, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of, they're just all intermingling together now. But anyway, I want to watch Sears this week. Obviously tomorrow, off this news, Sears, JCPenney, see how it acts with Amazon, and looking at Amazon's chart too. It's trading in a pretty tight channel too right now. You guys haven't noticed. I mean, we bumped our head like 4 times up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually saw a high up here on that one.
I'm surprised it didn't. I was watching for the breakout after earnings because I pulled up the year chart on Amazon, and it seemed like Amazon would sell off for like 3 days after earnings, and then it pushed right back up again, you know, newer highs again. So
yeah, this was the earnings push right here. You know, this was the night before earnings, and it gapped all the way up here, but it still didn't break that high, which I thought it just might. You know, break that line, but it has not. And we touched it. You know, we touched it Thursday and we touched it Friday, but it didn't break. We closed all the way down here, so I don't know if it's going to peter its way down to this line of 30.98 that I've got drawn right here, and then bounce again, and then attempt it again, or if it's going to actually come down to this line right here. and then slowly climb its way back up.
Oh, maybe.
It's definitely one I'll watch, and I love to trade it because of the big movements that it makes.
I can't believe Trump didn't sign that like Monday after market, honestly, after market opened, and then get the big pump.
Oh, the whole executive order thing?
Yeah, it might be a crazy day tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty bullish, to be honest. I don't know how much that payroll tax and all the other stuff that he signed is going to actually help individuals. I mean, you got to think about all the people that are do not have a job, so payroll tax doesn't benefit them at all. I don't know. I guess they're going to probably come up with some other solution to kind of fix those guys that are actually unemployed. I think he did sign an executive order, wasn't it, like for $400 or something weekly or something?
Yeah.
For some of them.
And that's not.
Yeah. Unemployment extension to $400 from $600.
Okay.
I'm sure they're going to try to block it. So we'll see what happens. But
It's all talk right now, but they'll definitely sue him. But they've sued him on every executive order he's ever put out there. So
yeah.
But
how dare you bypass us?
Yeah.
But until they defeat him, then I think it might actually be able to go into effect. I've been following some constitutional lawyers about it, and it's an interesting line he's walking on right now.
Well, remember the wall? Nobody thought the wall would be built, and it got built.
Yeah. You didn't build it tall enough for the coronavirus, I guess.
Something. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting what's going to happen here in the future with all this. I mean, you guys know how SPY is tickling up here at its all-time highs too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's bullish.
Yeah, futures are going to open up here in about 30 minutes, so we'll see what it looks like. But with all this stuff going on, I'm thinking pretty dang bullish. Now, obviously, all our tech stocks, they've literally been leading the market to some extreme highs. So if they're going to actually carry on pushing the market up like this, I mean, that's what 90% of America has to rely on is tech. You know, it's literally their livelihood for their jobs, and now apparently for the schooling. It's a lot to do with a strong market.
Tech might see another pop. They're pushing a story right now that 160,000 school-age children tested positive for coronavirus this week, which
the ones that did the live schooling.
Yeah, which could push back some of the live schooling. I'm thinking.
Yeah. Push it back to more online.
Exactly, or some type of hybrid first semester, or they've sent us so many different things. It's hard to keep track, but as of right now, we're still going next week.
Yeah. I agree. Definitely watch more bullish, in my opinion. It's almost stupid to look at Facebook and see how high it is. And you guys know about AMD and even some of your schooling stocks. Was it Chegg?
Yeah.
And,
CGG.
CGG.
Yeah.
Been pushing on up steadily, and isn't LRN another one or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have earnings the 11th.
Yep, they've got earnings this week too. So, these are some hot stuff to be watching too, to see how they completely keep performing. But they're putting some good numbers out. LRN, K12, and then Chegg. Definitely wants to keep on watch. I mean, hell, Chegg hit an all-time high on Friday.
Yep.
Yeah. There's another online one, the 17th. So next week they have earnings, and that's Boxel, BOXL. I haven't played that one yet, but just kind of watching that one also.
Have they changed their business, Voxel? They did something different, I have in mind.
Yeah, I don't know much about that one, honestly, but I know that's trading in, you know what I mean? I know that's trading pretty good too. I mean, it's got a good chart, but I don't know. I kind of want to see a little bit of a dip. I thought I was thinking before, you know what I mean, before the 17th. I'll see what Learn does. But yeah, it'll be interesting. TWOU had a nice chart too, but their earnings aren't until November. That HMHC wasn't that great. That ended up selling off after earnings. But that could be another one. Just watch that to consolidate, and then you could get back in that one too, possibly.
Voxel, of course, did a few reverse splits, I guess. Because the float is only 12 million. I remember I played that one before.
Okay, see, and I've never played that one before. I'm a newbie on that one.
Voxel?
Comments on it a year ago, I guess, or 2 years ago. Oh, a year ago. Yeah, Voxel. Yeah, look at it. They had several reverse splits, as far as I know.
Yeah, 2 definitely needs to hold for it. If 2 doesn't hold, she'll free fall pretty good, I think.
So I had a recent pop up here to 4s. Okay. Interesting.
Well,
It always has some 2 day spikes. Then it's selling off again. At least past.
yeah, well, I think somebody did an offering too. Oh, I think that was Chegg. CHGG. I
Yes.
think they did an offering.
Yeah, Chegg did have an offering.
They did an offering after their earnings.
Yeah, it didn't seem to really phase them much. It came down a little bit. That was what, on August 4th?
Yep, that must have been, yeah, because it dipped and then it picked right back up and held strong.
Oh, there you look at Voxel. They did an offering.
Oh,
9 days ago at $2.
Okay.
50 million shares. And right now they have a float of 12 million. So they double the float.
Well, never mind. $2 is like $4.
Crazy. Huh. Yeah, interesting. That's what worries me about Learn, that LRN.
Uh-huh.
I want to see that pop, but yeah, the way things are going, they're going to do something too with as much money as being made. You know, they might do an offering. I don't know, something, but it'll be a interesting ER to read.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. If you guys are interested on the earnings reports, I'm not going to really cover any earnings much this week. I mean, there's not really a whole lot of these earnings plays that have got my interest much, but I do have the ones that are kind of highlighted here. We've got NEO. It's confirmed report earnings on 6 a.m. on Tuesday morning. So we got all day tomorrow to see how that trades. Of course, you guys know that's part of the EV market. And NEO, I mean, as much as I hate the stock, has actually done fairly well. And I want to say last time on their earnings that it ran, and Craig's was heavy and puts on it, and it went to crap. But yeah, right here, August 3rd, there was some notable buying of 9,895 contracts of $15 calls, and also close to the same amount, 9,777 contracts of $10 puts, expiring on August 14th. Traders somebody's got a straddle going on there. Options traders are pricing a 17.9% move on earnings. The stock has averaged 20.5% move in recent quarters. You guys play it however you want to. If you want to actually dabble with NEO, it's up here kind of in a triangle of such. It seems to be holding above this $13.20 roughly for the past 1, 2, 3, 4 days. So if it holds above that white line right there, maybe you're golden for pushing up here. We'll see. Or it may just crumble and we'll, that put side of things, we're going to be definitely falling more towards the $10 mark. I'm not going to be holding anything in earnings on this at all.
Yeah, you're probably better off just wait until after earnings and then go with the flow that day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it breaks out of the wedge, that could be interesting after earnings.
Yeah, it could. I mean, hell, all we got is literally 1 day right here. It can trade between, it can trade between 13.40s to a high of, $14 if it wants to tomorrow. And then obviously Tuesday could be breaking out of the wedge or breaking below the wedge. One or the other, it's going to be doing it on Tuesday morning. So.
Yeah, last earnings it ran.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, last earnings it did pop. So,
of course, it was at $3.89 back then, but that's quite a move up now. $10 more.
Yep.
Mike, I missed PLNK on your earnings list. It has earnings on Thursday.
Yeah, Blink.
Yeah.
I think Kriegs and some of us were actually loading some Friday on Blink. So
Me too.
You grab some on Friday, some Blink?
Yeah. At 55 cents. Really low.
Nice. Yeah, earnings on Friday or Thursday after hours is when Blink.
Yeah, Thursday.
So definitely this is one of the hot ones in the same sector as NEO in a sense, being the charging cars. But it's trading above this white line of 1109 so far. So anytime you get near that 11, guys, it's a grab for me, in my opinion, to play it above this line. And of course, if we'll see what happens if the earnings do pop or it gets a push into earnings. It may ride this yellow line on up here and get to, the 12.5 to maybe even 13.5, maybe more, depending on how much it wants to push. But the options actually do pay pretty decent on Blink.
Yep. And they closed nicely, I think, at 65 cents for this $15 cost.
Okay. So yeah, an ad definitely anywhere near the $11 mark. This price right here, 11.09. Anything near that, it's a grab in my opinion. I don't think you're actually going to get that cheap anymore, to be honest, because Friday was literally as cheap as I think we were going to get it. But watching it right here on the yellow line would suggest that our low is going to be about 11.50, and we closed at 11.85. So I'd say your best bet for an ad was going to be around 11.50, 11.60 for the cheap side of the entry.
Yeah, I want to definitely load up more on them.
Yep.
Because I had at 55.50 and 45 cents in. I only got filled on the 55.
Okay. Yeah, Friday, what was it, 11:30 something we hit our low? Yeah, 11:35 was as low as we could get on Friday. So I'd say 11.60 is another ad area.
I think 50 cents was on the bid. I'm not sure if 50 just really hit. It was really. I know about a week ago we thought it might hit 10 again, but it's strong. It's really holding strong.
Yeah, Walmart didn't do too bad. It closed a little bit up from what it opened. Closed at 30. It didn't hold up as well as Target, I guess. I was just kind of looking real quick to see how it compared to Target.
Yep, Blink definitely a strong one though. Even D-King though. I'm kind of curious to know how D-King's going to pull out this week.
The only problem with D-King is the the options are pretty expensive. So I think after earnings they will get much cheaper, but right now they're really expensive.
Are they?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because I wanted to fill some at the low point, but they were expensive. I didn't do it.
They were about $35, maybe some 35 calls. I mean, $1.80, $1.90.
Yeah, for a $35 or a $33 stock, that's pretty expensive.
Yeah. But that's for August 14th. August 21s, you're looking at 248.
Yeah, they're $2.50. You can get AMD for $90 for I think it's $1.10 or something like that.
I don't know, man. To me, that seems cheap. So, yeah, we'll see what this one does. Their earnings are on Friday morning. So you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to play them. If you actually want to play this chart. I mean, so far, I mean, it's done decent. Thursday was a pretty good push. Friday is another push. Obviously closed down, but it did see a high all the way up here at 35.55. And it did close green for the day. I mean, we opened up at 32.37. So we actually had a green day on Friday. And as you guys can tell, this is definitely with these volume bars, volume by price right here, is definitely the volume shelf that this stock wants to kind of follow with these lines here. So we got what, 98 million there, 99 million there, 97 million there. So that shows that the most amount of volumes come in at that price. Generally, these stocks will hold that range if that's the case. So, but anyway, it's riding along that line pretty good. I'll definitely play it if it wants to come up here and especially break that line right there. So, of course, we got the white line of 35.49 to break resistance and 36.89. So if you guys want to play it, it's a possible potential there. What was some of the others? Workhorse, we talked about that one. Gold's got earnings this week. 7 a.m. on Monday, so tomorrow morning actually. Consensus 19 cents per shares. On Friday, August 7th, there was a notable buying of 7,800 contracts of $30 calls, expiring Friday, August 21. I have not played really gold. The only one I've ever played is GLD. But so far, she's riding that trend line. She came down here and bounced 28.44. So maybe if tomorrow's a strong day, most likely we'll push with it if gold wants to go higher.
Yeah, Apple, I've got an alert at 4:35 if that hits. It kind of had a little bit of a sell-off yesterday, or Friday, but I'd like an ad at 4:35, see if that, if that holds support. But I think Apple will be strong too. I don't think it's going to dip much, $5-10, and I think it'll keep going.
Yeah, so far it's riding on up this line. I don't see really sign of weakness besides Friday. It was an inside candle in comparison to what Thursday did, but still, it was a good mover.
Yeah.
Still money there on Friday. The other one is Cisco. I know Kriegs has been playing Cisco.
Haven't been good trades intraday.
Hasn't been good trades.
No, intraday the last 2 days, or at least at Friday was difficult. There wasn't much range.
Yeah, 47.02 seems to be the area to buy. And then you obviously got a high of 47.87. That's a tight range. I don't know how well the options do. I know it sounded like JSP and Kriegs were trading the options amongst themselves. So I don't. I haven't traded it. I haven't touched Cisco, but I know some of the other guys have actually done okay on it.
Well, the 50 calls, I think, had about 1K in volume or 800 in volume. So it wasn't only these two guys trading it. No, but Friday, I think the range was only 15 cents. That was on real trade on it.
Okay.
Because I tried to copycat them, but nope.
Yeah.
Probably Disney is still in play on next week. Disney had a very good week.
Yeah, it's got earnings on Wednesday after close, so you've got Monday through Wednesday to play it. On Thursday, July 30th, there was a notable buying of 8,000 contracts with $30 puts expiring on Friday. Interesting. On Friday, oh, never mind. June
2021.
I got a serious expiration there. Option traders are pricing at 5.8% move on earnings. The stock has averaged 5.7 in recent quarters. So it may fall. Maybe it will. I don't know. I mean, it could drop a little bit, but $30 puts, that's on down there.
I'd say good luck. Good luck.
It's way out of the money. Way out
Yeah.
of the money. But they gave themselves plenty of expiration time, I guess.
Well, I'm sure they got it pretty cheap.
Yeah, especially being up here near all-time highs. Maybe they got good intentions here. I don't know. We'll see. But that's interesting. Maybe put side on Cisco. I don't
wonder if it was the CEO that got those.
I can actually look here. I haven't checked today. Now that I've mentioned it.
86 cents close.
Crazy.
There's more selling on Wayfair though.
That's cheap.
A lot more selling on Wayfair. A lot of these insiders keep selling on Wayfair.
I didn't pay attention to Wayfair last week.
I haven't either.
No volume at all.
I mean, look at this. This is nuts. We're
Holy
over $300 on Wayfair.
Nice.
I guess we should pay attention to Wayfair.
It's climbing.
Wow. It has done well.
Moved $50 in the last week. Wow. That's impressive.
That would have been nice intraday trading.
Yep. Absolutely.
I don't know. I had a really good week last week, and man, I kept everything honestly just so simple on watch list. Friday, literally, I had 3 charts up. That was it.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm not going to make my money. I'm not going to make my money. Thank goodness Facebook was one of them that I had pulled up. But
yeah, too much distraction is always a bad thing anyway. So there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, you got Cisco. You obviously got some of these stocks that are playing with biotechs. I don't know how well they're going to do. We got Royal Caribbean Cruise. Obviously Workhorse, CGC. We've got the marijuana sector coming in. I think Tilray is also on Monday too. Monday after hours. And CGC is Monday before market open. So we've got 2 marijuana stocks tomorrow. CGC and Tilray.
yeah, if CGC does good in the morning, that could help move Tilray during the day too.
Yep. And CGC fell hard from Thursday.
Yeah.
It's right on a trend line here. So
It fell because Chrome did really bad
Cron, okay.
on earnings. Yeah.
So that's definitely one to watch and see what it could potentially do too.
Disney could have also still be in play next week.
Disney.
Yeah. You did pretty good this last week.
Yeah, Disney's done all right. I definitely watch Tilray though, guys. Just see how Tilray reacts with CGC's earnings. CGC's in the morning here. So if CGC bounces, obviously Tilray's right on a bouncing area too. So if CGC does well and bounces off of good earnings or something, or shows some sign of strength, then obviously Tilray will have a run up into earnings, most likely with it being after hours.
That's an interesting line.
So I have not really traded these. It's probably been a year or so since I've traded these cannabis stocks, but they do.
Yeah, Tilray pays really, really well.
Yeah.
But if you're on the bad end of Tilray, it'll kick your ass too.
Options play is really good.
Melly has earnings tomorrow as well, I believe.
Options are expensive.
I've never traded Melly. I have no knowledge of Melly. Anyway, it has earnings tomorrow after hours.
I looked for 1,300 for monthly, and they cost about $25.
There was some notable buying on August 7th for 1,657 contracts, $1,500 calls. Expire on Friday, August 15th. Dang, that's ballsy. Okay. Melly may have a strong push. 1,500 calls? What the fuck? A lot of contracts, 1,600 contracts. I don't know what Melly looks like. Let me take a look here on these contracts. Yeah, they're expensive contracts. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense why they bought 1,500s then. They were cheap. Pretty spready. Volume is there though. What about some 14s? Oh man, spready, low volume. Oh, that's scary. That's scary. Let me throw out some September 18s and 1,500. What do we look like now? Okay, this is. Oh, that's super scary.
Holy
$10.
shit!
Yeah, screw that. January's 1,500.
That's a terrible spread right there. Who would buy that?
A little rough, man. A little rough.
Nah, I wouldn't even dare.
Have to beat it.
Even the 1,200s. That's a rough. Those are rough options, guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very careful with them.
I have to think it only has 500K in normal average volume.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
I don't know. The best options I'm seeing right now are definitely these 1,500s. God, the 1,500s that expire Friday, I guess. Even that's just rough. It's got the best volume out of all the options. So my suggestion is on this, guys, if you wanted to play, it would definitely be sitting on the bid. We had a little bit of a rough day Friday. That could be deterring these options premiums right now and throwing off the numbers a little bit. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. We did close above this trend line right here, this yellow one. So if it wants to shove on up here, there's a good chance to go higher. So apparently Melly is like Amazon. It's kind of like an Amazon play.
And keep in mind, Melly is a little bit special. The float is 45 million. Institutions are holding 86%, insiders 12%. So that's about 98%.
They control the stock.
Yeah. So,
all right, guys. Yeah, they definitely control it. Okay. I don't know. I may watch it. That's some pretty beefy moves on those options, though. Got good implied volatility there. I hate to play that far out of the money, though. 1,500s.
Yeah, I've seen the low is $1.70.
Yeah, for the week. 1,300s. That's just rough.
Volume 127.
Yeah. Really low.
Open interest 89. Yeah. Not a lot going on there.
Any other earnings plays really? Let me see here.
I think
We've got
I think-
JMIA. That has earnings this week too. I'm gonna throw that. That's like the Amazon of Africa, I think. But anyway, yeah, it's done some crazy moves here too, and we did bounce off of 1663s down here, all up to 19s on Friday. Earnings on this one are actually Wednesday before market open. So this one actually does decent on options. It's not terrible. So it's a candidate. Contender. Futures are crashing right now, guys. Markets are crashing.
wow.
Just opened up. We're actually going down a little bit here. Not terrible. SPY's at 334. Dow's down 80 points, 75 points. So give it some time. It could be big gap up, big gap down. We closed at 334.57, so that's not terrible. More or less, this is flat in my opinion. They're just going negative a little bit here. I was expecting a little bit of a push up, but maybe not.
Yeah, somebody put something in chat on Baba, and Baba might be a add-on support too.
Mm-hmm.
I like.
Yeah, I threw up a chart there earlier on Baba too. I mean, this thing is right on a good trend line right now, and to see it play out and bounce off of that Friday. This is obviously just a consensus here to see what it will do, but that area right here is definitely the key area for it to break. So keep this one on your radars, guys. This is a good one. And the options I think I like the most on this is going to probably be the 260 calls that expire probably Friday. You could probably play those. But looking at the 260s, they're relatively cheap, 10-cent spread. We had almost 10,000 in volume Friday.
We completed 272 or 265. They all are doing pretty good.
Yeah, 270s look pretty good. About 280s here. A little bit spreadier there, but 280s you probably could get by with too. Yeah, as long as we control this bounce here and it continues to want to bounce. I mean, it may come down a little bit again tomorrow, and then bounce again. Who knows? But I'm trading that channel right there. I like that channel right here.
Yeah, it does look good.
So watching that area right there to kind of see what pulls out, I think will be a good possibility with that play. But I like Baba.
Yeah, I'll definitely pick some up if it comes back down to 248.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anything comes down this range, 248, hell, even maybe 250, 249, might be interested in as well.
Yeah, on the daily, it looks like it broke up pretty good too.
Could come down to 241, but I don't really expect it to do it. They should have good earnings, I guess, like Facebook. Blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. There was another play I was thinking of too. I gotta watch these airlines too. These airlines have been getting some action. Target too. To see Target do the moves that it's done this last week, got to keep this one on the radar too.
Yeah, Target could break that top. The all-time high, I think it's only 10 cents away from the all-time high.
Mm-hmm.
So it could definitely move again.
Yeah, it's pretty nutty to be up this high. I'm gonna throw up a line right there. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely pretty nutty to be at this kind of height.
I'll look and quick see when the earnings are.
It's not really pulling back much.
Mm-mm.
Keeps going.
Not. Another one too is JP Morgan. Some of these banks are getting a little bit of action too. JP Morgan had a pretty nice little push on Friday too. So throwing up some potential play with that one too is something to keep an eye on as well.
Yeah, Target's earnings are next week on the 19th, Wednesday.
Okay. And we're out of that triangle right there on JP Morgan. I definitely want to watch that one too.
Then Walmart's earnings are the 18th, the day before Target.
Okay.
I'll write those down so I don't forget. My calendar.
Okay, I've got to throw that one up on this somewhere here. SQ, yeah, SQ fell pretty good in what it was doing.
Yeah, I thought about buying the dip on that Friday and I didn't.
Yeah. Fastly is now at support, I guess. Well, it could have another leg down, but
Yeah, I think it's coming down lower. I think I'm looking at 73 for Fastly. I mean, it may hold the 74, 75 range here, but I'm kind of looking at this alert line of 73.50s, 73, 74. Yeah, 74.30s maybe.
yeah, it's coming pretty close now.
Mm-hmm.
There should be a bounce in the near future. But it's insane. It was at 115. Now it's at. It was at
Oh, I
70.
know. So stupid. See it down that low, but I want to play that one as soon as it finds a bottom. As soon as it finds a bottom, that one pays pretty good. They're a little expensive, but it does pay good. Any other stocks you guys want to look at? T-Doc. I'll take a look at T-Doc here.
Check out Baidu as well. They got earnings the end of the week.
Holy shit, T-Doc. That's a drop on T-Doc, but it's at a support though. T-Doc is right on it right there. Right there. You got definitely some touches on it. It may bounce there. It may keep on falling. That's some substantial sell volume. What was that one you said, flat belt?
Baidu, BIDU. They got earnings on Friday, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I charted that one earlier, I think. On my earnings watch list.
Yeah.
Yeah, down here. Yep.
It sounds familiar. What do they do?
Isn't it a China-related ticker?
I think so. Don't know much about it though. I just know they got earnings on Friday.
Yeah, I think I traded it a year ago or something. It's been quite a while ago.
I think it's like an internet provider in China.
Okay.
I've traded it before. It's been a while. I don't even remember I mean, it's not crazy volume on the options, but there's some there. I think the 130s for next week and the week after have some halfway decent volume on them.
It's the China Google, more or less. It's the internet search service.
Oh, okay.
But they have 38K employees, so it's a pretty big one.
No, Facebook did good. Facebook isn't an internet search, but hot sector though.
There's that other one I mentioned earlier, Mike, and I keep an eye on CARR. It was.
CARR.
Yeah, Carrier Global. I don't know if this was a recent IPO or something, but I mean, the chart is just in a steady climb up. They had
Yeah.
earnings. They had earnings the other day, and
Damn.
it's still pushing up from that.
Yeah, it is. That's a pretty substantial continuation of climb. The chart just started in March, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if they just IPO'd or something recently, but
Yeah, it looks like it. Let me see what they got for news here.
You were supposed to tell us to buy at 12 on that one, flat belt.
I wish I found it a couple of weeks ago instead of today.
Whew, that is a nice chart.
Yeah, from
It's
$11.
it's like 3 weeks at the top of. Let me go back to that one email I get. I don't know if it was the S&P or something from StockTwits. I found it. Yeah, here. Yeah. Carrier Global held tight the top spot for the third week in a row, gained 6.35%, now up 118% on the year. Sitting in the number one spot on the S&P 500. As far as it gain, for the year. According to their little chart they send in an email.
How do options look on car?
Not a ton of volume.
Even if you did like next year's? Large amounts, but
I'll tell you what, sometimes I've played some that don't have like, thousands of volume, and they can get spready, but you can make a pretty good penny if it's going in your direction. I mean, you can't have no volume, but it seems like if I can at least find something that's got a good couple 300 going through it in a day, you can jump in and out of them.
Mm-hmm. These 35 March 2021s are pretty good. 5-cent spread. Yeah, they only had 12 contracts come through, but the low was 210 and the high was 210. So obviously 12 contracts went through at 210. But that's the tightest spread out of all of them I'm seeing right now. Let's see what August 21s look like, 30s. That's not bad, 40, 50. For a small amount of money, that actually might do okay.
And that one's even cheap enough. You could just buy the equity and flip that instead of playing options.
Just about. These actually don't look too bad either. The $30 September 18th, $10, $15.
Good open interest, 4K.
Mm-hmm. That's not terrible. December 18th, $30, 283. That's getting a little bit much right there. You probably want to stick with the September 18 30s though. About 35s. Yeah, forget that. But August 21s are a little bit close. Yeah, screw that there. At least September 18th 30s look good. That's about the best ones I'm seeing right now. That or the March 19th, 2021 30s. Or not 30s, I mean 35s. 35 March 19th, 2021s or September 18th 30s. Those look actually decent. CVS. I'll take a look at CVS for somebody asking here. Yeah, CVS definitely close to breakout. I'm gonna delete some of this stuff here real quick, declutter my chart, and draw you some lines. Looks like we definitely got some resistance right here at that spot at 65.65. We break that. Looks like it's definitely push on. Also, you're gonna have some support riding about right there, 62.31. So pretty much trade to this channel right here. About that channel right there. Seems to be trading sideways in that channel. I'd definitely look at it to break that 65, 65 though. If it shoots on up there, then I can expect it to come up here and start breaking the high of 70. But I'm actually going to throw an alert on that line. I like that. I like that line.
Check out Dexcom, DXCM.
Dexcom.
That one's been on a pretty good push up.
DCM?
DXCM.
Oh, DX.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got a pretty good roll going on right there. Not bad, my man. Not bad. FDA nod for GlaxoSmithKline, Bristol Myers. Any other stocks, guys, y'all want to look at before we call it a night?
I think I'm good, buddy.
Sounds good. Looks like we got a healthy week ahead of us. Earnings are pretty much flat in my opinion. Or not earnings. I mean, futures are pretty much flat in my opinion.
Mike, can you check Baidu? B-I-D-U?
Yeah, we just did, buddy.
Oh, shit. I walked away.
I'll pull it up again, though. Earnings play this week. This is what I got charted out on it. If you want a copy of it, I can send it to you. But it's all on my Twitter, too, if you want to look at the chart. But pretty much looks like this 121 needs to hold and could come on up here to this 127 if we keep pushing because we closed on up here. That 127 is an area I want to see break for bullish. And their earnings are on They do. Earnings are on Thursday after hours. So you got Monday through Thursday to trade it. If we keep on pushing up, it should continue to ride on up here. And it's got a good volume shelf right here. This volume shelf right here, 72 million, 66, 68 million. So good price range. So yeah, play it, guys. If you want it, play it. Options on this one. Looking at some options that expire this week. Let's just say we do 130 calls. That's pretty good, close to the money. Yep, good volume, tight spread, 5-cent spread, maybe 135. You may get away with it. Getting a little iffy right there at 135. If we did August 21, you'd probably get away with 125.
I'm holding the August 28, 135s, I think.
That might be better. They're a little spread. Man, that's low volume. 50 shares open interest there.
You don't own 50 of them, do you?
No way. I don't want 50 on my way. I only have one contract in there.
Okay. Yeah, as far as if you want to day trade it, I'd probably play the 130 August 14th. It looks like there's decent volume in them. So far, the chart it came back up. It dropped obviously pretty good between the last 3 days, but did recover some on Friday. If it's got strength to break this 127, I would say strong or more bullish side. But if it doesn't break it, then definitely think more put side to down to 120. So even if you played puts for August 14th, you could get away probably with some 120 puts. And the volume is still light, but the spread is not terrible. What about 125s? Yeah, it's not terrible yet either. I don't know. All in all, it's not really my choice of a play, but hey, it may do good. Obviously, if you're playing one contract, you've probably got no problems there.
The futures open yet?
Yep, they are open. Right now, they're a little bit red to flat.
Oh wow, that's a fall off the cliff right there.
No, it's just a dip. That's a pretty good drop. Let's see what we got here. God, how do you chart that?
Yeah, that much of a drop, I think it'd go another 5 maybe.
A little bit of a support in this area.
Mm.
D-Dog. Yeah, that's not a bad area. Maybe, I guess, if we bounce right here. 74.97. Gonna need a little help on it, though. That's a lot of selling. If not, definitely look for this 71.88 area.
I have 2 weeks time.
Okay.
So I'll play the monthly.
Sounds good. Anyway, guys, I guess that's all for tonight. If y'all have any questions, feel free to ask me, and let's kill it tomorrow.
All right. Trump says it's going to be green tomorrow, so let's hope for some green candles on our Tesla calls tomorrow. I see Tesla 2000 tomorrow.
Hey, I'm down for that. Have a good night, guys.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
Yep, thank y'all.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Whether you're brand new to trading or a seasoned pro, generating winning trade ideas and experiencing consistent trading success just got a whole lot easier. Magic Ticker's trading doesn't just provide you with high-quality trade alerts and high-probability setups. We emphasize education every step of the way. With our daily interactive live stream trading, live stream education courses, and exclusive one-on-one coaching, opportunities are sure to come knocking at your door. Let us shorten your learning curve, build your confidence, and help you maximize gains with our live trading support and education. For more information, visit us at www.magictickerstrading.com.